Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We'll jump back in the queue here and see who we find. In the meantime, let's go watch a Kalento versus Debelange game. How could you say no? Rank number 6 versus rank number 10. I didn't realize Kalento was rank number 10. Like, I know he's good. I didn't realize how much he was playing. Like, I don't usually see him online, but I guess he's been playing enough that he doesn't have a vacation penalty and he's near the top of the ladder, so that's cool. Anyway, these guys seem to be in the middle of a Lance-Tooth kinetic driver thing where, like, we're just choosing not to absorb because we know we wouldn't get any absorb anyway. Pretty low econ kind of thing going on here. It's gonna be tough, isn't it, to get a second Lance-Tooth here for Kalento? Okay, no, I take it back. I forgot we don't need to absorb, so... interesting. It sort of frees Debelange from the obligation to deny absorb, though, doesn't it? Like, he built a third attacker and said, like, fine, you know, I'll just do 3 damage. But notice, he's actually, like, capable of doing just 2 and then Lance-Toothing if he, like, holds back a splitter. So I think Debelange was sort of prepared for either alternative, whether Kalento were to try to defend or not. I'm not sure about this Steel Forge. Does he want multiple walls? Does he want multiple Lance-Tooths? Maybe 2 Lance-Tooths? Yeah. Yikes. I think Debelange is ahead here. He's been getting a lot more, like, value. Right, Kalento held back a Lance-Tooth and it didn't actually absorb anything. It's Ryan. Base plus 10. Yikes. There's, like, a lot of burst here. Right, Odin, Grenade Mech, kind of Smorkus, Plasma Fire, Proto. Ugh, I don't have any idea what to do. Base plus 10 is just too hard, and I wish I didn't have to play it. It seems like Arka should be great, especially with Smorkus to sell back your red. And like Grenade Mech to kind of sell back your blue. The main question for me is like whether Odin is good. And whether you should go for Smorkus on the way to something. Yeah, so third NG suggests Odin. What do we do about that? Like, I feel like if we just mirror Odin, we're gonna be in sad shape. If I just try to plasmify it, I think I'm also pretty unhappy. Smorkus rushes? Maybe I could try to go for, like, Protos and Smorkus, with, like, Proto to defend against the splitters from Odin. and then sell back the red to let me get like a Plasma Fire someday. I don't know, this is not really a fully thought out plan. Obviously, like, red typically has trouble with Odin, but I'm hoping that with Protoplasm I can make a good showing. Opponent seems pretty clearly to be going for Odin here. And we'll just have to see how that goes. I think I'm getting a Smorkus next turn. Opponent is getting like one drone and 2 Blast Forges and floating for the Odin. So I'm gonna want to have 2 more NGs as well next turn to defend the Odin, along with Proto. No, they're not just rushing straight in for it. They're going a bit slower because I'm not pressuring enough? I'm not sure. What if I got a Forge here? Is that good? I could get like an Oxide as well as my Proto. Or I don't want a Proto, I want a Smorkus. Or I could get a Wall so that I can actually be attacking with Rhinos and not have to build more Rhinos. Yeah. Okay, Wall, Smorkus, Drone is sort of okay. Well, not drone, because I want NGs, right, to defend. I'm going to need 8 defense. It's a bit awkward. Oh, but the wall takes care of it, right? Wall onto Smorkus, onto Proto, 6-8. So I'm already set up to defend the Odin pretty comfortably. And I can build a barrier or 2 if I want. How about that Arka setup, huh? 3, 4, 5. With the Proto, well, I don't really want to attack with the Proto, so. But I could build a wall and a Forge. Hold the Rhino, 3, 4. Then I'm only over it. I'm only attacking by like 1 more. If I like attack with the Proto and then Arca it. Yeah, that's probably bad though. Okay, I don't think we want an Arca like right away. Now I have 4 attack. This would be 8, so I could, if I wanted. Now what if I did this? Chieftain's pretty cool, but it's not getting me towards Arca at all, right? 3, 4, 6. And it's also meaning I can't build that last Forge. So what if I just get an Oxide Mixer here? And accept a somewhat subpar Arca? Hang on. Let's hold on to this Rhino and punish their granularity a tiny bit. I can always attack with it later. 3, 4, 8. I don't really want this Arca. I want to just hang on to the Proto and build more attack. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just get a Splitter and Drone. We can do that Arca business later, when we're not spending Protoplasm attack on it. Again, this Rhino attack is like not that great. I feel like I need this forge for the Arka now if I'm ever getting it. Oh my god, opponent is getting an Arka. Okay, so we definitely need to be able to counter it. And I think this does it, even though it means like I have to spend my protoplasm on it. Oh, and I'm losing my splitter actually if they attack with the Odin, which they're not, they're Arcaing, right? 3, 4, 5. Ugh, that means I have to spend a full health proto to do this? Well, that's pretty bad. 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, this is disastrous. Three, 4, 5, 6. Ugh! Alright, well, not much I can do. I really do need to counter Arka here. I need to have it available if they Arka, but if they don't, fine, I can wait. I think. So this kills granularity, which is nice. Oh my god, I'm so dead. I don't have anything like enough defense here. Okay, so let's say I got the Arka. Giving them this great counter Arka. I think I have to. It's not winning, but it's so bad to do anything else. Oh my god, I even like attacked with my splitter. I don't know, I guess it didn't matter. Okay, well I have 5 attack, an Arka, and 13 drones. Opponent has 5 attack, an Arka, an Odin, 19 drones, and 6 pixies. Right? Like that's basically an accurate summing up of events. Okay, this is very over. I don't know, like this was just, it's a really complicated set, and I knew I was gonna have trouble with it. Plus, of course, like Ryan's a strong player. I thought I could make something work with Smorkas. It never really worked out. I needed the red the whole time, so like getting into this whole protoplasm business didn't really work out very well. And opponent carefully put himself in a position to have a counter Arka ready in case I go for like my bad Arka, which is kind of what mine is. And they're just like way ahead on everything by this point in the game, so if I were player 1, I would have tried to go for the Odin earlier. As player 2, I thought that like there were several good green options that were sort of pressure-y. Proto, Smorkas, Chief, Plasma Fire, and that I could get up to enough attack for Arka quickly. Perhaps quickly enough that opponent can't counter Arka, which would be great. But I couldn't actually do that because Odin is such a fast burst attacker, and I just like couldn't quite get enough attack. To get the Arka down like against their Odin. Or the turn after was the real problem. Right, like if I could have gotten... Yeah, see, opponent was ready with the counter Arka immediately after Odin. So I really would have had to Arka against the Odin. Or against, like, as they built Odin. And that's very fast to have 7 attack. Right? That's why Odin is so strong, is because, like, 7 damage that quick, like, that soon is a pretty big, big thing to have to defend. Of course, Odin is also just, like, it's pretty good to be able to get an infusion grid for $2 along with a bunch of splitters, and like the infusion grid also has a bunch of threat. You know, it's good, but part of it is that like 7 damage right away is pretty hard, and like doing that without the Odin while also taking up for Arka was pretty tough. So I don't know exactly what to learn from this. Like the line I took was clearly wrong, but what would have been better? Just following up. You know, following with a slower Odin, it's usually not great. Notably, you know, Ryan went for this play here, which is slower than the usual Odin. If I were threatening my own turn 5 Odin, I think, or if I were threatening to build a turn 6 Odin, I think Ryan would threaten it. Would set up for turn 6 Odin instead of turn 7 to get it down first. I think he went extra slow here because I was doing this red-green stuff and there was no rush to get the first one down. Alright, well, you know, let's try to get another game in real quick here. That was a pretty short game. I couldn't read who we were playing because that stupid notification. Banana Split. I think a highly ranked player, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever played Banana Split. God, get this Arka out of my games. Jeez. Alright. There's a lot of soak here with these guys that might sort of counteract the Windsor, but they also play into, like, if you want to build Windsor, like, building these things is not inconvenient for you. Likewise, Arka. There's a huge push towards double blue in this set. The red, not such a huge fan of, but I think you probably want it because, like, either Arka or Windsor is good, and perhaps both. But at any rate, since you want red, you'll probably end up getting both of them. So I think we're going 3rd NG into Conduit into probably Blast Forge right away. Maybe we could, like, I don't know, we could drone Animus or something to get more Tarsiers more quickly, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think we just want to keep econing and make the Windsor our first attacker. And then get a Xeno Guardian the turn after, probably. And then Shredders to deal with the opponent's Windsor. It's not clear at what point in there you'll be able to get Arka, but there should be an opportunity. On one of your non-Windsor turns, I imagine, you'll eventually have 7 attack, and that's when you want the Arka. So not much to think about in the early game. I'm going to go ahead and bank some time since I have this plan sort of already figured out. Now, opponent can build BBA if they want to get first Windsor. I can't really threaten that. I can't, like, cut these 9 drones and build Blast Forge Animus, so they can get first Windsor. I'm not sure if they should. Oops. There we go. I want the Windsor before my Xeno, thank you. I think they should have cut these drones for an Animus. Okay, looking good so far, I think. This Xeno is still a little bit earlier than necessary. Is there something else I could do with this? Like, right, he's not attacking at all, and he's not really absorbing anything meaningful. So, actually, he'll be doing just fine on absorb. He'll absorb 3. This is fine. Plus, I don't think I could do much else with the money as it happens. I think you should buy shredders. Another Xeno is a little bit more ambitious. Right, because opponent is going to be threatening, like, I don't know, a lot of damage. Like, I haven't worked it out, but... Are these rhinos a bit, like, are they too much? Opponent's gonna be threatening 15, about 20, right? And this is 15, 18. I think these rhinos are fine. I can build, like, a wall and be okay. And still attack with the rhinos. Maybe just a force field if I can, like, actually kill a Xeno or 2. Well, I guess just 1 they won't have. If they let me kill 2, that's breaching, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh my god, did I build these too soon? No, I didn't. Did I? I did. No. I'm confused. Yeah, it's about to be my turn. Okay, this is fine. So opponent loses this Xeno, but keeps the Rhino, and is attacking for 20. Meanwhile, the attack that I have is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 next turn, right? So what that means is I should just plan an Arka next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Which means I'm perfectly happy to just build walls. I don't need to add a blue attacker. I'm pretty sure it's right to click this Windsor, right? It must be. I'm happy to kill this Xeno. And I want another Windsor 3 turns from now. Oh, you could exploit me by... is that good, though? By not clicking Windsor and clicking my shredders? Huh. It's a thought, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're not clicking Windsor into this, right? Should I not Arka? Then I'm gonna have a bit too much attack coming up soon, aren't I? No, these rhinos are out of stamina. 5, 6, 7. I can still Arka next turn. Well, this rhino sort of should be a shredder? No. This is weird. This kills the rhino, which is kind of nice. I didn't think about the possibility of opponent not clicking Windsor when I built those shredders. Even I thought about it when I was like, should I click my Windsor? Oh my god, opponent's gonna have 7 attack next turn. So an Arka is something I could imagine them doing. This is sort of my last chance to Arka, I think, though. But then they're just going to counter it, and it's going to be brutal. I don't know. With a Xeno Guardian, I'm okay giving up that value. Give me the Arka, please. Just so I can start swinging next turn. And if they want this great counter Arka, they have to hold Windsor again. Which, like, I don't know, is that good? Gah! This is so... I wish they would just click the Windsor. It's very frustrating and I don't appreciate it. I'm clicking mine. It's killing stuff, you know? Like, they're losing 2 more attack on top of what it says here. Seven, 8, 9, 10. No, 9. They only have 9 attack if they don't click either of these things. But if they click the Windsor, killing my Xeno, then next turn I think they'll find it pretty easy to kill the Thunderhead. On the other hand, like, I don't know, this is an okay time to get it, I think. Pretty tough to get that Thunderhead, isn't it? I like this. They're gonna kill my Thunderhead right away, which kind of sucks. But, you know, we got a lot out of the deal, right? We need a new Xeno because they're killing... No. But it's just like good soak. It kind of sucks that I'm going to have to click Arka to kill this Thunderhead. But that's life, I guess. I'm in pretty sad shape, aren't I? Way down on attack. I guess what I have is the next Windsor Swing. That's my advantage. That's a pretty serious advantage, actually. Oh, gonna lose the Arka. Should be okay with me, right? This defends. Just get down another Xeno, please. Now all I have to do is outlive the Windsor, which like should be fine. I wish I could get enough drones to fire Windsor again. Can I do that? No, I'm losing this energy anyway, right? So I can't even drone up again next turn. I'm just giving up on this Windsor and attacking for a lot every turn and hoping that's enough. With them having like very poor absorb. I'm just gonna like stop clicking Arka is the idea, I think. I probably should have cut one of these NGs. So that I could build a Xeno next turn. We got there though, nice. So I think this opening, as far as like here, is pretty clear. I don't actually know the Windsor lines. I don't have them memorized at all. Maybe one of us deviated already. Opponent could have gotten earlier Windsor. And I think that's probably good, but I don't know. For me, this is a pretty comfortable Windsor turn. Opponent's Xeno feels uncomfortably early, but like, meh, you know, they wanted to spend their double blue on Windsor next turn, so I guess why not? So definitely learned, I don't know. In principle, I know that like you should sometimes not click Windsor. And I know Shredder is good soak. And I don't buy it when opponent has so little attack that like they could just ignore Shredder. And I didn't really put 2 and 2 together and say, well, what if opponent could by not clicking Windsor cause your Shredders to get no value? Like, oh yeah, I didn't think of that. So I think these Shredders were wrong. I probably should have just done what opponent was doing and get more Xenos, since these get value from not being attacked. Unlike the Shredders, which really make me have a bad day if opponent decides not to click their Windsor. And I don't know, I think opponent like did a good job of giving me a tough choice as to whether to click the Windsor or not. They set up this Xeno to die. Which is like a fine thing to do with a Windsor click. Kill a bunch of soak and a Xeno. On the other hand, when you consider that they're killing my shredders, the attack from the Xeno basically did nothing anyway. So it was sort of just like soak lying there. Huh. Why did I actually win this, I guess is my question. Like, it must have been the Windsor clicks, right? That plus the earlier Windsor are the advantages that I had. They ended up having to do some pretty drastic stuff, I guess, to hold drones. You know, holding drones to, like, do the things they wanted to do. But, I don't know, like, it was... I don't know what makes a game where you're going to want to click Windsor versus where you just, like, build it to, like, threaten to click it forever and just sort of say, okay, I cost you 15 defense once and that's all. Like, basically, you say you click Windsor, like, when you're killing valuable units your opponent has, not just walls or whatever, useful stuff. Or when you want to click the Windsor again 3 turns from now. Like, I don't know. Clicking Windsor is a lot like buying Windsor. You do it because 3 turns from now it costs your opponent 15 defense. And once the Windsor has arrived, you can choose to keep it and just say, like, okay, they paid their 15 defense, that's fine. Or you can pay 5 drones to buy another one and make them defend a bunch more. And I don't really know, like, how to decide whether I want to do that or not. I just sort of, like, click it like an idiot and see what happens. Here, opponent didn't really have enough defense. Wow, those Tarsiers, unreal. To hang on to the Arka, which was, like, really important. Anyway, I was saying that I should have done like this probably. And like, let's say opponent plays on. Although, how can you? It's like so clearly over, isn't it? I don't know. This is maybe the most defense you could put on. And then like I get this NG. And they're attacking for like, sorry, this Xeno. They're attacking for 6, totally fine, right? Yeah. Cool, well, I don't have any concrete lessons from this game either. I guess I do, right? Be careful when building frontline soak against Windsor. If I hadn't gotten those shredders, what else could I have done? I could have done this, let's say. And I don't remember what they did. They got walls, probably, and a Rhino, and a Tarsier. I don't know, something like this. So the question is, can I defend by doing this? They didn't do exactly this, I remember, because... Oh no, yeah, my shredders were producing a little extra threats. They had to build a bit more defense, like a force field or something. But like, I can totally defend after doing this, which means I probably should not have built the shredders, since I can defend without them, and the shredders give my opponent some pretty good lines. Now, in this line, should I click the Windsor? You know, still sort of unclear. Probably it kills a Rhino and a Xeno. Seems good enough to me. Oh, speaking of, I don't need all those force fields since they're losing 2 attack. And then next turn I'll have, if they click Windsor, I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 attack, a perfect Arka. And if they don't click Windsor, I have a bit more, but I can hold back Rhinos if I want. Or I can just build more Xenos. You know, I have a lot of options. Let's just double check. Did I do that math correctly? I'm not losing as many rhinos as I thought, but whatever. You know, we could Arka here. Hold back one rhino is fine. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.